Community for me is something which is the most important, maybe. It helps me function, it helps me survive, and it also allows me to grow, to learn, and to, I guess, think about meeting my potential. And I enjoy doing this with others and inviting other people to be a part of a community or participate in the community. We're in Biblioteka Azyl, which is based in Lublin, Poland. It's facilitated by Galeria Labirynt, and it's an LGBTQ+ queer library and community space. And it was built during a one-year residency that I was on in 2021. The idea was to collect books, to build a library with the future vision of something happening there. And I began by donating my personal copies of my queer literature, which was about 18 books at the time. And I started to think and notice that there isn't much access to queer literature in local libraries in Lublin. Like you see in the back, you see some books, but my favorite part about the library is that it's completely created and donated and sourced by the queer community of authors, publishers and bookstores from around the world. Trying to always ask the community what they might need, which direction they might want to go, and based on this information we've arrived at a space which now hosts monthly exhibitions by local queer artists. We have weekly meetings of a book club and a discussion club. We also facilitate residencies for LGBTQ+ artists from Ukraine. So we're trying to think about responding to the right now and today, but also plan for the future in collaboration and participation with the local community. People who come together here, they support each other and they are able to almost create like a hybrid space where they can share their story and we can find themselves, each of us could, I guess, find ourselves in part of these stories, and if not, they can listen to these stories too. I think it's important to have a physical space versus a space online because it really allows us to be seen and be heard, which online, from my observations, is not possible. No. It's a place of transformation, and I've seen people who have been coming here for 1 year now, and sometimes when they joined at first, their bodies from a choreographic perspective were very sort of contracted inwards, and at a meeting, at a queer circle discussion, they maybe would only say 1 or 2 sentences in a quiet voice, and after a year of participating in this kind of space and this kind of structure with other queer people, they suddenly have opened up their chests, they speak more freely, they speak more openly, they feel more comfortable to share personal details about their life. And Bell Hooks says something really beautiful, I can quote her here, is that the love we take, or the love we, I'm paraphrasing now, but she says that the love that we find in community, we take with us everywhere we go. And I've noticed that the friendships that were built here, or the people that I met here at a certain point, have carried their friendships and the ways they support each other outside of the space. And they have created hubs and safety nets which live beyond the space and maybe are companions for them outside of this, this building itself, which is really beautiful. I find that beautiful.
I actually love Biblioteka Azyl because that's some sort of safe space, and I want to have more places like that in Lublin and in Poland, because there I can say that my pronouns are she, they, I'm non-binary, I'm queer, and it will be okay. Person around me will be okay with that. We have so much books about queer, about queer history, about queer romance. I love queer romance. I like to read that. That plays important to us, like LGBTQ plus community, because we have bonds. We can find people in here, people that can understand us, and we can make some friends.
I am a transgender person, so for me it is very important to find a community I've never had in my life before, and this place helps a lot with finding it and finding people who go through the same thing as you do. It builds a sort of like found family, I can say. It also motivates us to do activism together, to fight for our rights and do what we think is right.
From my perspective, it's important to belong somewhere, especially to belong somewhere at a time where we're experiencing a war next to our neighbors, especially during a time which is post-COVID, and in a country which is quite conservative and very often filled with negativity and hate towards queer people. And I feel like creating these types of community spaces is almost like presenting an alternative space for what's outside. And it's almost like we're manifesting something which is more beautiful, which is more kind, which is more close to each other's hearts. And I noticed that in these spaces we grow and we actually love each other. And I think that love is one of the fundaments of this space. I would like for the community that comes here to take away this feeling that they can do anything they want in life and anything that they believe in, and that they are worthy of the most beautiful things that happen to them in their life, especially in the context where they may have been told differently from a young age. And I want them to hopefully spread their wings and just be more happy every day.